Welcome to StudyIQ. Through the course of this video, we will be focusing on the important current affairs that have transpired in the state of Tamil Nadu from January all the way to June 2018. The primary focus is going to be to capture all the news that's pertinent for the variety of government exams that are there in Tamil Nadu that gauge your current affairs of the city. This, of course, is a free video course which is going to be available in two parts. That's going to be discussing the Tamil Nadu current affairs. You can visit our website studyiq.com and know more about the other paid courses which are available. You can follow our co-founder by the name of Tireless Soul on Instagram, or you can search for Dr. Gaurav Garg and you can follow him on Instagram. Commencing with the Tamil Nadu current affairs, I would like to ask all of you, what do you think is the smart police station category, right? What, according to you, you can probably pause the video and try to write the answer in the comment section. What is the smart police stations category, right? And of course, when we're talking about the smart police category, smart is an acronym that's all the words or all the alphabets are standing for some aspect, right? When we are talking about S stands for sensitive and strict. S stands for sensitive and strict. When we talk about the other part, M stands for modern with mobility, modern with mobility, modern with mobility. When we talk about A stands for alert and accountable, alert and accountable. When we talk about R stands for reliable and responsive, reliable and responsive. And T stands for trained and techno-savvy, trained and techno-savvy, trained and techno-savvy. So when we're talking about the state of Tamil Nadu, and we'll also talk about why this news is pertinent, but it's important for us to identify that the smart police stations category is a category that has been taken out. This is, of course, when Prime Minister Modi, so when we're talking about Prime Minister Modi at the 49th annual conference in November 2014 had declared that awards should be given under the smart police stations category, S standing for sensitive and strict, M for modern with mobility, alert and accountable, reliable and responsive, trained and techno-savvy police stations, right? This is, of course, under the Ministry of Home Affairs, this entire category contest which was organized, right? And there is some good news for the city of Tamil Nadu, for the state of Tamil Nadu, as Coimbator's RS Puram police station has bagged the first position in the country. So when we are talking about RS Puram police station in Coimbatore, so this is actually ranked #1. So this is numero uno, #1 in the country in the smart police stations category, right? The entire contest which was announced by Prime Minister Modi. And when we're talking about, of course, we had J, of course, we had T. Jyoti, the Inspector of Law and Order, T. Jyoti, the Inspector of Law and Order, who received this entire prize, right? Rajnath Singh was present, the Minister of Home Affairs was present, and he awarded the prize to the inspector for the position that RS Puram police station had got in the Smart City ranking. When we're talking about Smart City ranking, this was actually the Smart City Best Police Best Police Station category, in which the award was received, #1 ranking was received. When we are talking about another police station in the state of Tamil Nadu, so the Anna Nagar police station that ranked 5th. So the Anna Nagar police station ranked 5th. It was also selected from the city in the smart city category, right? When we're talking about the smart city police stations, there are some more facilities that has been mentioned by the Ministry of Home Affairs that should be included in the category. So they want amenities, like basic amenities like waiting area. They also want toilets. They also want drinking water, restrooms which should be available. So all these restrooms for constables, separate restrooms for lady constables, availability of toilets, proper waiting areas, basic amenities for all the visitors who visit the police stations. All these are also steps that will be taken for the next, identifying the next category next year as a smart police stations category, the smart police stations category, right? Moving on to the next pertinent news in the state of Tamil Nadu, the 71st IMF Festival. So that is none other than the Aradhanya the Aradhanya Music Festival, the Aradhanya Music Festival that took place in Tamil Nadu. When we are talking about this, was the 171st, so 171st AMF Festival. This, of course, this festival was inaugurated by Governor Banwari Lal Purohit. Governor Banwari Lal Purohit was the person who inaugurated the entire event. And when we are talking about the AMF, as we said, this is, of course, this was held in the place. So where it was held in Thiruvayuru in Tamil Nadu, and of course it saw the participation of 1,000 musicians who paid homage. So all these 1,000 musicians actually paid homage to Saint Tyagaraja, and this was, of course, a 5-day festival. So 171st IMF Festival was organized, which of course saw that how Saint Tyagaraja was paid homage by 1,000 musicians. As you can see over here in the image, that all the musicians had gathered as a part to celebrate the AMF Festival, which was held in Tamil Nadu, right? Moving on to the next pertinent news, when we talk about Vision 2023, right? Over here, it's important for us to know that how the Tamil Nadu government has launched an e-governance policy. So the Tamil Nadu government has launched an e-governance policy 2017 booklet. E-governance policy 2017 booklet. When we are talking about this entire booklet, they have rolled out the e-governance policy booklet that would enable the public, the government and commercial establishments. So the public, the government and commercial establishments to get its services through the digital mode, So this is a platform that was synced with government's vision of 2023, right? So when we're talking about government wants to provide all the services. So of course the Tamil Nadu government has launched the e-governance 2017 booklet. When we're talking about the government wants to provide all services through the digital mode, and this is of course under the vision of 2023 plan, right? Chief Minister had released this e-governance policy, and when we are talking about the state IT minister, so the state IT minister was also present. The state IT minister, that's M. Manikandan, he was also present at the event, right? Now when we're talking explicitly about Vision 2023, we need to understand a couple of factors over here. This was a vision that was released by late Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha. J. Jayalalitha had released this entire document in March 2012, and they wanted the state of Tamil Nadu to become number one. They wanted the state of Tamil Nadu to become numero uno, to become number one in the country in making sure that they digitalize, and they also become number one across the country, right? They wanted J. Jayalalitha in 2012 when she released the Vision 2023 document. They had an ambitious plan of ensuring that the Tamil Nadu GDP becomes 11%. So the growth, the gross domestic product, as well as the JSDP by 2023 should be 11%. So this was the Vision 2023 that was a part, and of course the e-governance policy 2017 inaugurated by the current Chief Minister has given a boost to the entire Vision 2023, right? When we're talking about the e-governance policy that has been released, there are a couple of factors that you need to remember about the e-governance policy, and some important factors are that the comprehensive IT infrastructure. The comprehensive IT infrastructure would be provided by the government for all the digital initiatives, right? Besides this, they want to enhance the integration of all the government departments. So they want to integrate the government departments that are working. So this is also an important aspect of the e-governance policy, as the name itself suggests that they want to digitalize all the governmental aspects, all the governmental functions, all the governance related functions, so that there there is one platform where the public, the commercial sector, as well as the government are coming together, right? This was, of course, enhance the integration of the government departments and would also increase the production. According to many, there will be an increase in the production, and this will also make sure that there are reduced expenses of computer maintenance, because right now there are a lot of computer maintenance costs that have to be incurred. The state government has, of course, said that they will allocate 0.5% of the total funds on digital initiatives, and they will over the course of time increase it to 3% of the total funds in the next 5 years on the digital initiatives in a very phased manner. In a phased manner, they will increase this allocation, right? As you can see, the e-governance policy that is there. Moving on to the next important news that we need to remember, the Malapura. So, of course, we're talking about the Malapur Festival. The Malapur Festival was held in Tamil Nadu. When we're talking about the Malapur Festival, this is, of course, the 16th edition of the festival, and this is the 16th edition of something that is called the Sundaram Finance. The Sundaram Finance Malapur Festival. The Sundaram Finance Malapur Festival. This was held in the state of Tamil Nadu from 4th to 7th of January. And when we are talking about the entire festival, included 40 events, and some of the 40 events that we're talking about included heritage walks, included cultural performances, included competitions that were there, which were a part of the 40 events, right? Of course, when we're talking about the Sundaram Finance Malapura, the Sundaram Finance Malapura Festival 2018. Malapur, of course, is the soul of Madras, is the soul of Chennai. When we are talking about Malapur, so over here we need to remember that Malapur, even though has experienced development, but is always it's predating the birth of Chennai. Even before 17th century, when Chennai was formed, Malapur was there. It is seen as a city which has retained the look and feel of the old neighborhood. However, it's not escaped development at all. This place is a rich cultural backdrop, and therefore rightfully the cultural festival is in its name, right? It's held every year in the month of January. So as you can see, Malapur Festival, the flavors of Madras, 4th to 7th, this was held, right? When we're talking about and of course we need to remember that here when we're talking about the Malapur Festival, so TT Srinivas Raghavan, he's the managing director, as you can see in the image. TT Srinivas Raghavan, who's the managing director of Sundaram Finance, he also said that the entire idea was to create the village-like spirit in the urban spaces. So that was the main idea of the entire festival. Moving on to the next pertinent news, the Deaf Expo. So the Deaf Expo took place in Chennai. When we're talking about the Defense Expo, this Defense Expo 2018, which was earlier held in Goa in 2016, it was held in Goa. The Defense Expo 2018 took place. This was, of course, the mega defense exhibition, that had taken place in Chennai. When we're talking about the event, underscored for the very first time how India is actually having serious attempts to produce. So when we're talking about what was the main aim of the entire Defense Expo this year, that India was seriously projecting itself as a major military manufacturer. So what was a major concern? That India wanted to posit itself, India wanted to position itself as a major military manufacturer. When we're talking about India, India is predominantly known for getting a lot of, we are dependent on a couple of other people for our military imports, right? However, the main focus of the Defense Expo 2018 Chennai was to ensure that we are posing ourselves as a military manufacturer, right? Of course, the event was inaugurated. When we are talking about the Defense Expo was inaugurated by Prime Minister Modi on the 12th of April. So 12th of April, Prime Minister Modi himself inaugurated the Defense Expo. According to the Defense Ministry, so when we are talking about the Defense Ministry, the message of the Defense Expo was that all the players in the international domain are welcomed. However, India will become a strong independent military manufacturer, right? Of course, and when we're talking about, there were 677 exhibitors at the Defense Expo, the Def Expo. When we're talking about them, 523 exhibitors were national level exhibitors, were Indian companies that had participated. When we're talking about the previous 2016 Defense Expo that was held in Goa, and when we're talking about the current one, which was held in Chennai, we can see a difference, how there is a deterioration in the number of international players coming, international companies coming. So whereas Goa saw the participation of 232 foreign companies which had participated, in 2018 we only saw 154 companies, foreign companies, that took part in the entire process, right? Of course, when we're talking about the entire experts also talking, they also said Dr. Ajay Kumar, who's the Secretary of the Defense Production of Ministry of Defense. So Dr. Ajay Kumar also said that the overall participation this time was 10% lower than the last time. So the overall participation was lower. Defense Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has also spoken about how India is poised to become a manufacturer enabled. So India will become a manufacturer of the military requirements, right? The special feature of the entire expo was, of course, the live demonstrations that were there of the naval, air, as well as the land systems. And when we are talking about, there were performances of the Tejas light combat aircraft which was conducted. Along with that, two important international collaborations, one with South Korea and the other with Russia, they were also announced over here during the entire festival, right? The Defense Expo. Coming on, of course, to the next euphoric news, Tamil Nadu men has beaten the services. So Tamil Nadu has beaten services to win the national basketball title. This is the 10th national title that the team has won. When we're talking about, this is the 68th, as you can see in the image, it is the 68th national senior national basketball championship in the men's category, as you can see in the image. When the coach in December 2017, when we're talking about the coach of the Tamil Nadu basketball team, Milan, so the coach Milan Opik, he came and met the team with a stern message, and the stern message that he'd given the team, that what you're playing is not basketball. And truly that entire stern message translated into the euphoric victory of the team, and Tamil Nadu won their 10th title, as we said, 10th national title after beating the services. The score was, of course, 94-86, and this was held at the Nehru Indoor Stadium. The Nehru Indoor Stadium is where the 68th National Basketball Championship was held, right? Of course, Tamil Nadu win their maiden, as you can see, they have won their maiden senior national football championship. So this is, of course, a euphoric moment again. Tamil Nadu beat Manipur 2-1, and they lifted this entire maiden title. This is, of course, a 23rd edition, as you can see in the image also. This is the 23rd edition of the senior women's national football championship. Tamil Nadu has, of course, created history by becoming champions in their first ever final, right, with Indumati. Of course, Indumati was there, so Indumati scored the opener 3rd minute, and of course Indrani was also there, all high, made it 2-0 in the 40th minute itself, right? So another pertinent sports news that is important for us, right? Talking about the next news, Tamil Nadu government launches the 24 hours toll-free helpline for education related queries. So all your education related queries, there is Tamil Nadu government's reply through the 24 hours toll-free number, helpline number. The toll-free number 14417, so 14417. This was actually launched by Chief Minister at the Secretariat. When we are talking about the toll-free number, this would ensure that all the students are getting information related to school education. They're also getting information related to guidance that they require. When we're talking about in the month of March, when the board exams were there, from students from classes 10th to 12th had already made over 6,000 calls on the helpline number. This is, of course, the first time in the country that the 24-hour helpline number has been there for students to tackle the pressures, the stress, the confusion that they experience. The entire toll-free helpline would be set up, was set up at a cost of 2 crore rupees, And when we talk about the School Education Minister, K.A. K.A. Sengotian and the Chief Secretary Girija, they were all also present at the event, right? As we said, over 6,000 calls have already been received. Also, the toll-free number 1-800-11-8004 can be dialed from any part of the country, and it will be operational from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. to address students' queries. So again, a very important step taken to tackle and ease out the student pressure, right? Tamil Nadu government, another important news, has launched the free Wi-Fi hotspot. The Tamil Nadu government has rolled out the Amma Free WiFi zones. As you can see in the image, the Amma Free WiFi zones. Tamil Nadu government is of course going to be rolls out the Amma Free WiFi zones in 5 cities of the state. And when we are talking about, this is another initiative that has been named after the late Chief Minister J.J. Lalita. When we talk about the other schemes that have been there in the name of Amma, we see that of course there are several other policies that they have taken. This entire event was announced by Chief Minister J.J. Lalita in September 2016, and they wanted to set up 50 spots where free Wi-Fi would be provided, right? Of course, the move is therefore in sync with the promise that they had made in September 2016 during the AIADMK assembly elections that year, right? And when we talk about, the government has introduced several schemes like the Amma Water. So schemes like the Amma Water, Amma Cement, Amma Medicine, as well as Amma Canteen. So Amma Canteen, a very popular scheme where food is getting provided at a subsidized rate also, right? When we are talking about Amma Free Wi-Fi zones, they have been set up at the Labour Statue at Marina. They have been set up at Central Bus Stand in Salem. They have been set up in Tiruchirappalli, also in Gandhipuram Bus Stand in Coimbatore, Matuthavani Bus Stand in Madurai. So these are the places, the 5 spots that were selected for availing the Amma Free Wi-Fi zones, right? Of course, when we're talking about the viewers or the users are going to be getting 20 minutes of free Wi-Fi, free internet services on a daily basis, after which if they exceed 20 minutes, then they will have to pay an additional sum of 10 rupees on an hourly basis that will be charged from them. The initiative, of course, wants to cover 50 spots, and when we are talking about the 50 spots, they will be implemented by the state-run Tamil Nadu TACTV, that stands for the Tamil Nadu Arasu Cable TV Corporation, and a total cost of 8.5 crores is going to be spent on making sure that 50 spots are having the free Wi-Fi Amma zones, right? Moving on to the next pertinent news, as you can see in the image, Tamil Nadu Transgender wins the Kuvagam. So when we're talking about the Kuvagam pageant has been won by Tamil Nadu Transgender, and we are talking about Mobina. Mobina has won the entire Tamil Nadu Transgender Miss Kuvagam pageant. When we're talking about Mobina, she is a transgender from Chennai who has won the Kuvagam pageant. Preeti from Chennai. So Preeti from Chennai bagged the 2nd position, and we had Sobhashri. So there was Sobhashri. Sobhashri also won from Erode, came 3rd, right? So it was Mobina who stood 1st, Preeti 2nd, Subhashri from Erode 3rd, right? This was the 18-day Kovagam festival that was celebrated, and of course the 18-day Kovagam festival was marked with fun, frolic and drama. Moving on to a sad news, film director C.V. Rajendran, he passed away. He was 81 years of age. He brought together Shivaji Ganeshan and Jai Lalita and introduced Prabhu as well. He directed some memorable films like Raja. He also directed films like Sumati and Sundari. He also directed films like Kathla and Kalyalam. So he also directed films like Kalata and Kalyanam. So these were some famous movies that were directed by film director C.V. Rajendran, and he passed away at the age of 81. Very unfortunate. Moving on to another obituary, we had veteran journalist and writer Nani Shankaran Nani Shankaran. He passed away. He was 64 years of age. He's definitely known for his spirited life and daring positions on various issues. Of course, when we're talking about he's recalled by his friends as a firebrand. So he is remembered as a firebrand journalist. When we are talking about Shankaran, he's of course considered to be the journalist of Madras of early 1980s. He was undergoing regular dialysis, and of course he breathed his last. When we're talking about these were some of the important news that had transpired from January to May 2018 in the state of Tamil Nadu. In the second part, we're going to be covering up the other pertinent news that are important from your exam point of view, and we will ensure that we're covering up the remaining news.